What if I said there's a power inside you, ancient as the stars and strong enough to shape the world? This force can bring your dreams to life, pulling everything you want closer and turning simple hopes into reality. It's not locked away in some far-off place or protected by secret guardians. It's alive in you right now, ready to be tapped into, nurtured, and guided. I'm talking about sexual alchemy. For centuries, wise people from different cultures have spoken quietly about a special energy, a holy spark that, when understood and transformed, unlocks incredible personal strength, endless creativity, and a magnetic pull. The ancients didn't see sexual energy as just for making babies or short-lived fun. They knew it was the purest form of life force, the same stuff that created the universe. Through time, this secret was closely protected. Those who mastered the art of channeling sexual energy saw it as more than just physical joy. It was a spiritual key to raising their energy, expanding their mind, and drawing in what their heart truly wanted. Now, this ancient wisdom is coming back, stepping out from the shadows for those seeking deeper truths. And you, standing at this moment, are about to discover a way to completely change how you connect with your body, your thoughts, and the world around you. In this video, we'll dive into the secrets of sexual alchemy. We'll look at where it came from and its place in hidden teachings. We'll break down its main ideas and learn how to use this energy to bring what your heart desires. We'll talk about old practices, simple comparisons to make it clear, and I'll share practical steps to start this sacred journey. Prepare for a deep dive into your core, where opposites blend, where energy surges like a coiled snake coming alive, and where life turns into a purposeful act of creation. When you harness this energy, you don't just change your inner self. You reshape your entire world. Across history, as civilizations came and went, they left clues of a secret wisdom, knowledge that went far beyond just surviving. In the ancient texts of Egypt, the carved temples of India, the hidden teachings of the West, and the sacred peaks of China, one truth echoes in many forms. Sexual energy isn't only for creating life. When purified and lifted, it unlocks self-mastery and the power to shape your reality. In ancient Egypt, priests and priestesses of Isis and Osiris spoke of the Ka, the life force tying the body to the soul. Through their rituals, they used methods to channel the energy from sexual connection to expand their minds and awaken the divine spark within. The bond of Isis and Osiris wasn't just a story of endless love, it symbolized the merging of inner opposites to spark creative power. Far across the globe in ancient India, tantric teachings shared a similar deep insight. Tantra sees sexual energy, called Shakti, as the expression of the universal feminine force. When guided through the body's energy points, the chakras, it sparks a connection to the cosmos. The practice of Maituna, a holy union, wasn't about simple pleasure but a ritual to grow the soul. By balancing masculine and feminine energies, a person could let go of their ego and feel at one with the universe. In China's Taoist teachings, wise masters practiced preserving and guiding sexual energy, called qi. They saw this energy as a vital essence that, when refined through practices like sexual nigong or qigong, strengthened the body's organs, extended life, and linked them to the Tao, the ultimate source of everything. The microcosmic orbit, where energy flows from the base of the body up the spine to the head, was a way to achieve physical and spiritual awakening. In Western mystical traditions, like medieval alchemy, this wisdom was veiled in symbols. Alchemists described the conjunctio, the blending of the sun and moon, or sulfur and mercury, as the joining of inner opposites, masculine and feminine, conscious and subconscious. This union was the key to creating the Philosopher's Stone, a symbol of complete self-transformation and the ability to shape one's reality. Despite their differences, these traditions share a core truth: sexual energy is the sacred spark, the raw material that, when guided with care and respect, unlocks a life of creativity, fulfillment, longevity, and connection to the divine. This wisdom wasn't always open to all. For centuries, it was kept for those who proved themselves worthy through strict tests of character, discipline, and pure intentions, ensuring they could handle this powerful force without misuse or corruption. It's no surprise this knowledge was often hidden, clouded by rigid beliefs, biases, and confusion. The strength of sexual alchemy is so great that ancient groups protected it from those who might abuse it. Now, we're in a time of rediscovery. As more people seek to rise above material limits and reconnect with their creative core, the teachings of sexual alchemy are resurfacing, calling us to recall what we've always known, the same force that formed the stars pulses within us, ready to shape our dreams. Picture a hidden river flowing inside you, a stream of pure energy moving quietly beneath your everyday thoughts. This river is your sexual energy. It's not just a basic urge for reproduction, as we're often taught to think. In China's Taoist teachings, wise masters practiced preserving and guiding sexual energy, called qi. They saw this energy as a vital essence that, when refined through practices like sexual nigong or qigong, strengthened the body's organs, extended life, and linked them to the Tao, the ultimate source of everything. The microcosmic orbit, where energy flows from the base of the body up the spine to the head, was a way to achieve physical and spiritual awakening. In Western mystical traditions, like medieval alchemy, this wisdom was veiled in symbols. Alchemists described the conjunctio, the blending of the sun and moon, or sulfur and mercury, as the joining of inner opposites, masculine and feminine, conscious and subconscious. This union was the key to creating the philosopher's stone, a symbol of complete self-transformation and the ability to shape one's reality. Despite their differences, these traditions share a core truth. Sexual energy is the sacred spark, the raw material that, when guided with care and respect, unlocks a life of creativity, fulfillment, longevity, and connection to the divine. This wisdom wasn't always open to all. For centuries, it was kept for those who proved themselves worthy through strict tests of character, discipline, and pure intentions, ensuring they could handle this powerful force without misuse or corruption. It's no surprise this knowledge was often hidden, clouded by rigid beliefs, biases, and confusion. The strength of sexual alchemy is so great that ancient groups protected it from those who might abuse it. Now, we're in a time of rediscovery. As more people seek to rise above material limits and reconnect with their creative core, the teachings of sexual alchemy are resurfacing, calling us to recall what we've always known, the same force that formed the stars pulses within us, ready to shape our dreams. Picture a hidden river flowing inside you. A stream of pure energy moving quietly beneath your everyday thoughts. This river is your sexual energy. It's not just a basic urge for reproduction, as we're often taught to think. It's a stream of creative power, the same force that sparked the universe, now resting quietly in every part of your body. Sexual alchemy is the ancient, sacred practice of learning to guide this stream, to steer its current, and to turn it into something much bigger than short-lived pleasure, into personal charm, clear thinking, the ability to bring dreams to life, and spiritual growth. The first key idea to grasp is that sexual energy is the essence of life itself. In today's words, you could call it a supercharged kind of bioelectricity. When you nurture this energy instead of letting it slip away without thought, it starts to fill your organs, glands, and nerves, creating a vibrant energy and a magnetic glow, often described in ancient cultures as a shining aura or a stronger energy field. This isn't about holding back, but about consciously transforming it. Ancient teachings all point to one core idea: energy goes where your focus goes. Wherever your mind points, your life force follows. So, in moments of excitement or desire, if you turn your focus inward instead of outward, guiding the energy from the base of your spine up to your heart or head, you start to feed the deeper parts of yourself. In Taoist teachings, this is called the inner smile. In Tantric practice, it's the awakening of Kundalini. Think of it like a fire: if it's weak and spread out, it barely heats anything. But if it's controlled and directed, it can melt steel or drive massive machines. That's how sexual energy works. When it's not lost through overuse or constant distraction, it becomes a powerful fuel, able to drive your ambitions, heal your body, and lift your awareness. The second key idea is inner balance. Every person, no matter their gender, holds two opposing forces inside: the masculine, active, focused, and direct, and the feminine, open, flowing, and creative. Sexual alchemy shows that the key to transformation is finding harmony between these two forces. When we blend them within ourselves, pairing logic with gut feelings, effort with calm, giving with accepting, we form a complete cycle that creates energy moving upward. Another vital principle is mindful breathing. It's no surprise that every sexual alchemy tradition, from Tantra to Taoism, stresses slow, deep, steady breaths. Breath connects the body and mind. It's the tool that carries sexual energy through the body's inner pathways. With deep breaths and clear mental images, we can move this energy from the lower body to higher energy points, growing our awareness and boosting our ability to make things happen. At its core, sexual alchemy starts with understanding. Sexual energy is a sacred, powerful resource that can be nurtured, focused, and reshaped for greater purposes. Through careful attention, inner balance, and conscious breathing, we turn a basic urge into a spiritual tool. This is where today's seeker begins to tap into the hidden power that's always been there, not to be ignored, but to be respected with care and wisdom. In the sacred spaces of ancient temples, where only the most dedicated were allowed, a secret was shared, one that has crossed centuries and cultures. Sexual energy isn't just a source of life, it's a key to shaping reality. To grasp this is to step onto the hidden paths of inner alchemy, where the subtle rules of the universe connect with the deepest parts of ourselves. The first step is understanding the link between sexual energy and creative focus. In Hermetic and Tantric teachings, every act of creation, whether it's art, a relationship, a project, or a new direction in life, comes from the same force that creates physical life. The difference is in how we guide that energy. When we combine sexual energy with clear goals and strong mental pictures, we create a powerful vibration that pulls in the situations, people, and possibilities needed to make our vision real. The ancients called this sexual magic. Today, we might call it focused energetic intention. Another key part is refining desire. In its raw form, sexual desire can be wild, reckless, and self-centered. But when we purify it, shifting from chasing personal pleasure to seeking growth, connection, and spiritual growth, that same energy becomes brighter, more refined, and far stronger. The mystics taught, purified desire is the soul's guide. Through sexual alchemy, a person stops being controlled by urges and becomes an alchemist, someone who transforms desire into love, insight, and endless creativity. Now we reach a deeper idea, emotional transformation. Sexual energy isn't just physical, it's tied to our feelings, passion, happiness, sorrow, or even frustration. Sexual alchemy shows that these are all different forms of the same core energy. For example, if during a moment of desire we intentionally blend in emotions like gratitude, love, or kindness, we raise the energy's vibration, making it more focused, attractive, and healing. A strong example is the Taoist practice called fusion of the 5 elements. In this meditation, a person imagines emotions like fear, anger, or sadness turning into their higher forms, wisdom, kindness, and balance, by guiding sexual energy through the body's organs. Over time, this not only boosts physical health but also sharpens the mind and broadens awareness. Sexual alchemy isn't a fast trick for quick rewards, it's a gradual journey. The ancients knew the body, mind, and spirit need time to handle growing energy levels. That's why practices like meditation, mindful breathing, healthy eating, and self-reflection always went hand in hand with it. The aim isn't to gain power for selfish reasons but to become a clear, balanced vessel for a greater universal energy. With patience, respect, and commitment, the practitioner starts to feel what the wise ones called the merging of human and divine. Transformed sexual energy brings health, energy, and charisma, and it also creates a deep link to the source of all creation. Life stops feeling like a clash of forces and becomes a smooth flow with the universe's rhythm. At this stage, as the Hermetic teachings say, as above, so below, as within, so without. Here, sexual alchemy shows its true essence, a sacred method for expanding awareness, bringing our highest dreams to life, and stepping into our role as conscious creators of reality. Sexual alchemy, with all its ancient wisdom and mystical depth, doesn't belong only in temples or far-off retreats. Its real power shines when we weave it into daily life, making every moment a chance to refine our energy, grow our awareness, and attract our deepest goals. Here are 4 timeless practices you can use every day to tap into and guide this powerful energy. First, embrace conscious embodiment. The starting point of sexual alchemy is reconnecting with your body, not just as a bundle of muscles or organs, but as a sacred space where life energy flows. Spend a few minutes daily focusing on the energy in your lower belly. This spot, called the Tantien in Taoist teachings or Hara in Japanese tradition, is the energy hub where your vital force is held. By breathing deeply into this area and keeping your focus there, you start to collect and steady your sexual energy, keeping it from being drained by stress, worry, or outside distractions. Second, let breath be your alchemical tool. In sexual alchemy, breath is what carries energy from the lower parts of your body to the higher ones. Practice slow, deep, intentional breathing while picturing energy moving from the base of your spine to the top of your head. Keep your breath smooth and steady. This method not only directs sexual energy to your heart and mind but also calms your emotions and sharpens your thinking. Breath becomes the link between instinct and insight. Third, combine clear intention with uplifting emotions. When you feel a burst of excitement or energy, whether from a creative idea, enthusiasm, or physical attraction, pause for a moment and set a clear goal. This could be a project, emotional healing, or a spiritual aim. Pair this goal with positive feelings like gratitude, kindness, or joy. This combination, sexual energy, focused intention, and uplifting emotion, is the alchemical formula that turns simple wishes into real outcomes. Fourth, conserve and circulate, don't suppress. A common mistake is thinking sexual alchemy means denying or bottling up sexuality. But this path isn't about holding back, it's about learning to save and move energy, rather than letting it slip away through automatic habits or constant distractions. To do this, try practices like energetic self-massage, such as Qi Nei Sang, meditation, or mindful movement. These help balance your sexual energy with your whole system, so it supports your body, mind, and spirit. By embracing these practices, you'll not only boost your personal charisma and mental clarity, you'll also improve your relationships, spark your creativity, and tap into a deep sense of inner peace that rises above external challenges. True sexual alchemy isn't about hoarding power for selfish gain, but about letting your core essence shine brightly. It's about blending body, mind, and soul into a harmonious flow of conscious creation. Every small moment, no matter how ordinary, is a chance to polish your energy and step closer to the sacred art of shaping your reality. On this journey, we've explored a wisdom kept secret for ages, sexual alchemy. This sacred practice, far beyond simple sensuality or passing desires, is a powerful key that unlocks inner growth and purposeful creation. We've learned that sexual energy isn't just a physical urge, it's a concentrated form of the same creative force that drives the universe. It's the energy that forms stars, moves oceans, and brings life to seeds. Real alchemy isn't about chasing something outside ourselves for what's already inside. It's about refining, lifting, and transforming raw energies into higher levels of awareness. Through being fully present in your body, breathing with purpose, setting clear goals, and carefully guiding your vital energy, you become the designer of your reality, able to draw in and create whatever matches the vibration of your true self. This isn't just about old rituals or methods. It's a call to live from a broader state of awareness, where every thought, feeling, and action lines up with your highest self. When we nurture and guide sexual energy with care, we heal inner divides, align our energy centers, and awaken a magnetic pull that makes life a rich ground for endless possibilities. Let's recall that ancient alchemists talked about solve et coagula, dissolve and solidify, as the key to transformation. Similarly, in our practice today, we need to break down old beliefs, automatic reactions, and unconscious habits so we can then solidify, or build, a new way of being, more complete, radiant, and free. Now, I encourage you to go one step further. If this message speaks to you, spread this knowledge, share the energy, and help others find this guide to inner peace. Subscribe to this channel, like this video, and pass it on to those you think are ready for these insights. Together, let's create a web of awakened people who value and protect this timeless wisdom.